Good evening, everyone. I'm Lorinda Wyatt, Managing Director and Partner of Zoo Group. What's a party without the animals? This is not quite a party, this is not quite animals, but I thought it could be quite entertaining if we brought the two together. So, who is Zoo Group? Zoo Group is a bunch of creative, strategic thinking consultants. We focus on understanding businesses and finding creative solutions and future-proof businesses. Zoo Group has been in Canberra for about 15 years now, and I'm sure if you haven't worked at Zoo at some stage in your life, you know somebody who has, because we've been in Canberra for so long. However, we consider ourselves a re-startup. A great, successful business, which was, well, doing good enough. Which was doing good enough, but what would it be in 5 years' time? Would it still be? What does the future hold to ensure we remain relevant? What will we offer today be useful and relevant in 3 to 5 years' time? You have a good business, product or service, but need to future-proof the business today, so you need to relook it. But what if you tear up a good idea? After all, insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. Or what if it was making the same business decisions over and over again and expecting a better result? So let's turn it on its head. Moore's law refers to the observation by an Intel founder who noticed that the number of transistors per square inch on an integrated circuits had doubled every year since starting. And when computer companies realize something is doubling, it's a good indication that technology is changing really fast. So let's apply that theory to the digital world we live in today. And you can see the steep curve of how much faster the pace is getting. We live in a world that's going faster and faster, and new innovations are coming about every day. It's kind of hard to keep up. And we kind of got to ask ourselves, how and if your business will be relevant in 5 years' time. Let's look at the time it's taken to reach 50 million users. And this gives it a very good perspective of how quick the world that we live in today. From a telephone taking 75 years, right through to Angry Birds, who just took 35 days to reach 50 million users. In the past 10 years, the rate and adoption of new technologies has accelerating and continues to accelerate at a dizzy speed. What if we could reinvent how your business does business in the world we are going to live in tomorrow? Just like a startup would do. You start a startup, you're talking to anybody who starts a startup, they do a business plan, they're looking a couple of years ahead, will I still be relevant, what's the marketplace, what's the competitors? But often when you're a fully fledged business and you're doing okay and you're doing all right, you don't always go back and relook that and see how that remains relevant. So how do you show agility in a modern world? How do you future-proof your business to remain relevant for being successful in our ever-changing world? How would you restart your business? How do you have the opportunity to look at your business and go, what do I know? What's going to happen in 5 years? It's hard to tell because things are changing so fast. The future, somebody said, is really hard to predict. It's actually not hard to predict. It's very easy because it hasn't happened yet. So we look at past technologies and we can see where it's going, and we can then predict what the future could hold. People don't always get it right, but it's a good indication of where it's going. What if your business partner, or what if you could find a business partner who was already in the future? What if you could work with somebody or hire somebody who's already there? At Zoo Group, we have strategies and we have a look and we live in the future. We are always 3 to 5 years ahead of the time. We are looking at new technologies all the time, and we enjoy being futuristic and looking ahead. And we always say to our clients, let's be interesting because the future is interesting. Thank you.